I'm Jessica with the Real AI Agents, and today I'm inviting you on a journey into the storybook kingdoms through the Dream Machine.
Turn the gears, let the story play. Slide through the haze where the echoes stay. Lantern lights, golden streams. I'm caught inside this endless dream. Falling deeper, colors bleed. Faces shimmer, fantasy. Every step, another scene. They're calling me through the dream machine. Through the dream machine, I'll ride. Stars explode where worlds collide. Voices soft, they pull me in. A dream of light beneath my skin. Through the dream machine I roam. Every path a world unknown. Crystal skies and a silver queen. She paints the night in glowing green. Dancing flames, they move so slow, guiding me where shadows glow. Golden whispers, secrets hide. Rushing tides where dreams divide. Every pulse, another scene. They're calling me through the dream machine. Through the dream machine I'll ride. Stars explode where worlds collide. Voices soft, they pull me in. A dream of light beneath my skin. Through the dream machine I roam. Every path a world unknown. Spinning faster, caught in the sound. Dreams like smoke, they wrap around. Faces fading, whispers blend. Where it begins, it never ends. Through the dream machine I fly. Colors rain from a violet sky. Echoed songs, they pull me in. A dream of fire beneath my skin. Through the dream machine I roam. Every path a world unknown. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Lost in the glow through the dream machine. Lost in the glow through the dream machine. Lost in the glow through the dream machine.
Now that you have seen what you can create inside of Luma's latest Dream Machine update, let me and my AI agents show you how to use all the new features so you can start creating AI videos of your own today.
Every kingdom needs order. Let's unlock the magic of boards to keep your projects perfectly organized.
If you remember what it was like last time we did a video on Luma, all of the videos were on the screen and you literally had to scroll down and hit load more for page after page after page to find the video you were looking for. So having the new board feature, which as you can see here on the home screen, all of the projects I've been working on in the last week are all put together here on their own individual boards. So for example, if I go in and I take a look at this bunny one here, I can see all of the thread starting from the very beginning down to where I ended up with what I needed and all of the projects completed, all with the same project. Same with if I go into, for example, what we're going to look at with the creative video here, this AI transformation, you'll see that everything is in one spot. But when you go to make a change, you'll notice that the title changes up here. There isn't a way for us to change that right now to name the board something else. So you do want to be aware of which name it's under if you are going for name recognition. Just that feature alone and adding the organization to the new Dream Machine has been such a time saver for me personally.
Every journey begins with the right tools. Let me show you how to set the stage and get started with ease.
So if you want to start a new board for yourself, all you have to do is come into Luma and hit try now. And in the middle, you'll see the plus button. That will start the new board for you. So if you hit the plus button here, we can put in anything that we want to see. So for example, I'll put a door opening to the land of dreams, vibrant colors. You'll see your settings over here, the 3 little bars. If you click that, you can choose whether you're going to be generating the images with that new model that they have on here, which has been amazing. Or you can set it to videos and you'll get the videos. And then you want to make sure that you set your size aspect ratio correctly. So for this example, I'll go ahead and do images here and we will put it on 16:9. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the send button right here. And you'll see that as it's generating right now, it just says new board. But once it actually makes this image here, we'll be able to see now, there you go, the Land of Dreams is now the name of that board. We can see it gives us the 4 image options here. I mean, that is amazing. If you remember last time I did the Dream Machine video with Luma, that was back in June, I believe. And at that time, I had to actually make all of my images in Leonardo and bring them over to put my creative project together. The creative project that I showed you guys in the beginning of this video was actually done just inside of Luma with their image generation and their animation. So you can see here how much better all of these images are. I've been super impressed by the quality of the images coming out here. Just as the basics, if you scroll over any one of these 4 images, you're going to see these little options pop up at the bottom here. So we've got download. Obviously, if you hit that, it's going to download the image that you have there. You've got more like this. So if I decide that I like this one, let's say, and I hit the more like this, you're going to see it then generate 4 more versions that are very similar to this one. I also have reference. We're going to talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. So we'll come back to that. The next one here we have is make a video. If I wanted to just go ahead and put the animation on this particular image, I can hit that and it will make the video for me. And modify would be if I wanted to change something about this image. So let's see real quick. These are the other 4 that it made here. They are very similar to the look and feel of this one that we were looking at. But let's come back and we'll go ahead and hit modify. And let's say I want the doors to the dreamscape to be high tech. If we go ahead and hit that after we've done modify, it will then take that image and it will turn that image into something else. So watch what happens here to the title of my board. You can see it changes the name. So that's what I was talking about. It'll say Dreamscape Portal now because the prompt has changed. Whatever the latest one is going to be what it's working off of with the title. So here we go. It did make that high tech. That's a really good image there. So let me just show you quickly. If we go ahead and hit the make video, it'll give you a couple of options. You can either just go ahead and send this and it will make a video, no prompt or anything going on in there. Or you can pull that in and you can make sure your keyframes is selected here and you can put an end frame. So let's say that I want to take this land up here with the mushrooms and I want that to be somehow morphed into a transition with this first image here. I can just grab and drag that. That is so much nicer versus where you had to go in and upload everything or download it from where you had generated it in Luma and pull it in to be the keyframe as an image. Like before, it was a whole hot mess. So this has been super efficient here, this drag and drop board. If I hit that, then we can see if we come back here while that's generating that the 2 versions of it just putting some animation on that without a prompt have been generated. So you can see here how it just pulls in, gives it a little bit of motion there. And on the second one, same thing, just kind of pulls in with the camera. Now let's say that that wasn't exactly what I'm going for on this. What I can do is I can hit modify again. And it's going to take that video that was just generated up here and it's going to pull it in. And I can then say to it, let's say I want to use the camera motion now. All I have to do is type in camera And I'll get this option screen that will come up, and I'll be able to pick which way I want the camera to move. So you can see here that the little example statue shows you what's going to happen to kind of the frame there. So let's say I actually want the camera to pull out instead of pushing in. I can go ahead and hit camera pull out here, and we'll let that generate. And while that's generating, we'll take a look at the keyframe that we made here. So the first one, you see it goes from that first image right into the transition of the second one. Not exactly what I was going for on that, so let's check the second version here. You can see it kind of pulls out and turns into that world. So I like that one a lot better. I think that's a pretty cool little video there, but it's only 4 seconds. So let's say I do like this one and I'm ready to make it a little bit longer so it fits in a different part of my video. I can come right here and you'll see where it has extend once the video's been created. All I have to do is hit that, and I can choose whether I want to extend it with a different image for the keyframe, or if I just want to extend it further out to be just a longer version of what this is now. I can just go ahead and send that, and it will extend that original version for me. The other thing I can do, since I like this one in particular, I can have it make some more versions of this to see if maybe I can get one that fits even better than what this is. That's this button right here. So if we go ahead and we click that, you're going to see that that's going to generate more like that video. And while that's generating, we now have the camera pull-out version here. So you can see that it actually extended the scene as it pulled the camera out to be a whole different version of that dreamscape. So if we take a look here, you can really see where that expand to fill came into play. Same with the second one, which I actually think I kind of like the second one better. So all I have to do, since I like that, I can either share it from this button right here, or I can go ahead and download it, or I can modify whatever I want to modify. I can extend it, or I can do more like this one. I can come back to the back arrow here, and we'll see then here's the extended version. So it went from 4 seconds to 8 seconds on that one. And you can see that that's a pretty good 8-second long animation there.
From dreams to reality, let's create stunning images and videos that truly bring your vision to life.
If you want to keep with the theme, we can go ahead and just put in a portal to a dreamscape world of glowing flora and fauna. And watch what happens. We're going to change this and make sure that we're on images here. And this time we'll do 4:3. This is another really cool feature of the update that's going on. So you'll see these little pills up here where certain words are. So in order to get really cool images kind of dialed in with the same feel, they've given you some alternative words that might work in your prompting a little bit better. Or just differently, honestly, not always necessarily better. But for example, if I scroll over portal here, you're going to see words that are synonyms for that word portal. So we've got like gateway, archway, threshold, entrance. Well, each time you select one of these, it's going to generate a new set of images based on that word. So you can see here I changed the word portal to gateway, and we'll see how that changes from what we've got here to the next set of images. Okay, so you can see definitely changes it up a little bit. And if we change dreamscape here to, let's say, visionary realm, we'll get another set of images. Same way, if we scroll over the glowing and choose bioluminescent, we'll get another set of 4 images. So you can really come up with a lot of images that are similar, but yet very unique, simply by tweaking those words in your original prompt. I'm going to come back to that board where I made the creative project. So in order to get back to my boards, all I have to do is come over to this little button right here. And you'll see the AI transformation is the one where I made the creative project. And you'll see how in all of these prompts, I used natural language to make this creative project. Because in the past, if you've watched my videos, I tend to be very detailed in my prompting. And I tend to be overly wordy sometimes with my prompts. And what they've done is really simplify how you can talk to the AI system inside of Luma Dream Machine. So now it really works best with just natural language. So if you literally just tell it what you want to see, what your vision is, it's much better now at taking just that simple natural language and transforming it into something really magical. So you can see here, just by giving it the lyric that I needed to match up with, I was able to come up with some really great images from that. And then with the camera motion, it really has been a game changer to be able to control which way the camera is going. So like here you can see I did that camera prompt and then I chose the pan right. And you can see that's exactly what it did. It even did a generative fill type of thing to create this little like sitting area inside of the bedroom here, which I think is really cool how it does that and really matches with the scene that you already were working off of. Let's go back to this one though. So you can see all of the different versions there that we were able to get just by manipulating the little pills. So we'll change flora to, and we'll change fauna here to creatures. And you'll see that just by changing those 5 words here to the different synonyms that they had, we were able to come up with 24 different images here. All very cool, very unique, very usable to put motion on. Well, let's see how these 8 come out, I suppose. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So we've got these 4, these 4, here, 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 and here, all just based off of that simple prompt and being able to manipulate those synonyms a little bit in the prompting.
When creativity runs dry, the Dream Machine sparks new ideas. Let's unlock endless inspiration together.
So let's say I've put this prompt in and I'm just really getting some serious creative block on what I want to do next in this project and what I want the next slide to really look like. One of the new super awesome things about Luma is that I can now come over here and I can hit this little brainstorm button. And when I do that, it's going to pull up some additional prompting that may help me get a little bit more of a unique image than what it was with just what I was doing. So you can see here, there's a couple options. Like right now there's bioluminescent fantasy, surrealist portals, and ethereal landscapes. So if I choose one of these, which you can see the breakdown on them here, watch what happens. I'm going to choose this bioluminescence here. You're going to see a new prompt be put in. And then let's go ahead and brainstorm again. And we'll hit one of these here. And we will come back up and do it again with one of the ethereal landscapes. So we'll go with the Monet here. And you can see then that it completely changes the image by brainstorming with that bioluminescent plant. So you can see here that it gave me a whole new prompt to work off of with the same synonym options for those pills. So I could change Visionary Realm to Celestial Doorway. See what I get there. I could do Capture a Surreal to Otherworldly here. I could change ethereal to celestial, and I'm going to get an image set of 4 images each time. So you can see where that really adds up to be a lot of image creation that you can then turn into the AI animation for your project. This has changed the game for ideation in my own personal creative projects. Just in the last week that I've been using it, since I got the access to the tool, I've really noticed how much more quickly I'm able to ideate and create the videos because I'm not having to pull from another system in here with the images. These images are such high quality that I really am able to just use them in the video. So we can see if we scroll down, then we've got that surrealist version here of the portal with the doorway into the dream world. And then the ethereal, you can see very like watercolor and a little more abstract than the other one. So you can see all of those different style differences here. And if I were to choose one again and say under this surrealist one here, if I brainstorm, you'll notice that it actually gives me different prompts here. So now I've got a distorted reality instead of a bioluminescent fantasy world. So I could choose one of those and just keep building one on top of the other on top of the other. And eventually you've just got so many images, you're able to put together really cool creative projects. Even on the days when you maybe don't feel as creative as you do other days.
Bring your characters to life with perfect consistency. Let's explore the magic of character reference.
So as you know, character consistency has been one thing that the community of AI art creators has really wanted from the very beginning. And it took a while to get consistent characters, even just in image generation, let alone these AI video generators. But Luma has done it on this, and I've been very, very impressed with the consistency I've been able to achieve from here. So in the creative project, you notice that the character was similar in all of the slides where it had that female character. Well, what I did in here was I used character reference with an image that I had already created. And how I did that is I just have the image and I'm just going to go ahead and pull it right on over from where I have it, and I'm just going to drop it into this start frame here. You'll want to change it over here on the drop-down menu from keyframes to reference. Once you hit that reference, this is the important part. If you want your character to be consistent, you have to type @ and then choose character or style for the reference. So for this, I'll choose character, and now I need to tell Luma what I want that character to be doing. So let's say I want this character. I'm going to put @ character to be walking in an enchanted forest wearing a black dress, and watch what happens. So you can see there that it took the character's face, put her in a black dress in the enchanted forest, a little bit of sparkles there. Same character. So you can see on the ones where I needed a character, I came in and I uploaded a picture of the character that I wanted. So you'll see here that it's got the character and then it's got the little reference symbol and then it has the @ character and then I put the prompt that I wanted. So for example, in this set, I wanted her to be stepping into a scene in a fantasy dreamland kingdom. So you can see if I take a look at these, it is definitely that character in many different roles, very consistent throughout the character creation there. The other thing that you can do with the reference is the style reference. So for example, I pulled in that same style reference picture of the queen wearing the deep purple robe and the tiara look. And I went ahead and I did the @ style in the prompt with the reference selected and did steps into another scene. And you can see here then that it actually made a few more versions of that. And if I come in, even though I have tons of stuff I've already done, if I come back to this step in the project and I decide I want a different scene, I can go ahead and create right here and it's going to hold that all together. That has been great for organization. It has been super helpful to have it set up this way. I don't know who designed these boards or how the layout would be, but they definitely had the creative mind front and center in designing this. So kudos to whoever did this over at Luma. It's a great job. I'm super excited to bring it to you guys. I think you're all going to love getting to play with it.
Great ideas deserve to be shared. Let's explore how to publish boards and expand your creative universe.
The very last part that I want to tell you about is that you can actually come up here to the share button. This has been an awesome feature for sharing with other creators. And if you're someone who likes to do like the artist collabs with other creators, you can publish and copy your link here, and then you can share your board so that you can really get down to the nitty-gritty on creating together because you're sharing a board. And I do like here that any changes you make after creating the link remain private, so that's helpful as well. You can check out some really cool board examples. If you come over to the Luma Dream Machine website here, the kind of new setup, and I'll just show you really quick before we hop off today. If you come in, you're going to see their website has been updated recently. So you can come in and it tells you all the things that I just told you, that there's no prompt engineering needed anymore, that you can reference and remix just about anything. We saw all of that. You can come in and you can actually go ahead and check out some other people's boards here. You'll see that there's a ton of them down here. So you can come in and you can take a look at what other creators are doing. Oh, and hey, since I'm a part of the creator program, keep an eye out. Maybe someday you'll see some of my stuff here on their page. Thanks for spending some time with me today. My name's Jessica with the Real AI Agents. And as always, keep looking towards the future.